Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing today? I hope you're having a wonderful day so far today. My name is Twan and I am on a lifestyle journey. Yes, yes, yes. I am on a lifestyle journey to become a better me, to have better health, to live a life that's full of love, joy, peace, and good health. With that being said, you guys, I just want to introduce myself to you if you are new here. I have been on a weight loss journey almost 2 years, you guys, and I have successfully lost 99.2 pounds. Yes, so I am on the road to 100 pounds. I started off on Wegovy, and I just recently taken my second Zepbound injection of 7.5 milligrams. Yes, so I just recently did a review of my first week on Zepbound, and I have successfully lost 3.8 pounds. 3.8 pounds. Yes, that was amazing for my first week. Considering that I'm always exercising, and I really didn't exercise the first half of that week because I wanted my body to get used to the medication. With that being said, you guys, I know you've seen the topic. I want to bring up 5 points, just 5 things that I jotted down that I feel is going to help me to reach my nutrients that I need on a daily basis. I wrote down all of my nutritional goals or needs that my doctor as well as my nutritionist helped me to set for myself for this journey for me to be successful. And, I thought about some things, and one of the things I thought about is I feel that I was not successful in the beginning of my journey, and so far on my journey, I feel like I could have lost more. Let me put it that way. I'm not going to say I wasn't successful because I have been successful, but I feel like I could have contributed more or done better in the area of preparing what I'm actually going to eat instead of just eating it and then be like, oh, well, I went over this many by my calories, or I went over this many by my carbs. To start thinking about it a little bit more in advance than what I normally would do. Because I notice when I do, track, at least 4 days out of the week, even if I'm not pre-tracking, I seem to have great results with my weight loss. So now I want to get into where I'm actually pre-tracking, a pre-planning, a pre-thinking about what I'm going to eat for the week. Because I'm not good at this is something I'm going to try. I want to do at least 4 to 5 days per week. So I'm going to target my Monday through Friday first before I start thinking more of the weekend, So with that being said, you guys, I jotted down some things and I executed this week. So we're going to see how it goes for the next week. So I wrote down my first tip: pre-plan my meals for the upcoming week by Friday mornings. I executed. I pre-planned everything that I wanted to have for Monday through Friday for next week. I wrote it down, planned it out, had me a grocery list. Something I don't do is write a grocery list. Or if you do write the grocery list, how many times you wrote a grocery list and you get to the store and you list at home? So this time I made sure I put it in my phone, in my notes. Okay? During the time that you're preparing your meals, you want to think about making sure that you have vegetables and fruits first before you start thinking about all the other stuff. let's get on in there and get our vitamin A, vitamin C, and our fiber. Let's get that stuff down first before we start thinking about all the other things. And so one of the things I thought about was I mentioned on one of my previous videos that I used to make this salad with cucumber and apple. So I started thinking about that and I was like, okay, let me grab some cucumber and some apples. So I did. I grabbed a bag of green apple and I grabbed 2 cucumbers. 2. Because I had already pre-planned that I'm going to buy just enough for Monday through Friday. Because sometimes we go wrong, you guys. We go in the store and we just start grabbing a whole bunch of stuff. And before you know it, the next week is going bad. Now you're throwing things away because you just grabbed too much stuff and you got sick of eating this and you went to eating something else because either you just got tired of eating it or your mindset is not there to stay focused on what you have already pre-planned for your week. Because think about it, a lot of us don't pre-plan. That's why we're all over the place. And we have to end up throwing away things because our fruits and vegetables have went bad because we're all over the place with our mindset. We didn't have enough time to sit down, or we didn't take the time to sit down and plan things out, And that's why we're wasting money, if you think about it. And we're not actually meeting our goals like we should. Okay, so after I got my green apple and my cucumber, I thought about a conversation that I also had in suggestions from some of my sun rays. So if you're new here, I call all of my followers my sun rays. Okay, so Jen. Jen suggested, Twan, why don't you go ahead and start incorporating vegetables in your breakfast? That's something I don't do that often. I just don't. I don't do that often. And I had another person too, I can't remember who it was, had mentioned sauerkraut. And I was like, okay, artichokes. Okay. So I did buy a jar of Bubby's sauerkraut. I never had this brand before, but I'm going to try it. And it's 0 calories, 1 carb, and 1 fiber. So we all know that fiber cancels out that carb. So it's like just eating nothing when you do 1/4 cup. So I'm thinking about doing 1/4 cup of this in the morning with some eggs and just to see how it is. And then also I brought some corned beef. I'm going to make some Reuben sandwiches today. You guys, that's something I haven't done the whole entire journey. I have never planned out what I'm going to eat on Saturdays. Saturdays, usually me and my husband just wing it. We just, whatever comes to our mind or whatever, we never actually thought about what we could actually eat. But I actually brought some corned beef. I got the Thousand Island dressing. I got the rye and pumpernickel bread. I'm going to make some Reuben sandwiches today for my husband and I. Yeah. So I'm going to make sure I get some fiber in. And that is not even in my plan to track and pre-plan my meals for Saturday and Sunday. It's only for me to pre-plan and pre-track for Monday through Friday. So another thing I did was I got these whole artichoke hearts. I started to buy them in a jar at first, but they had these on sale at Publix. 2 for $4. So I said, well, let me just grab the 2 cans instead of getting the jar for like $6. I thought I saw one jar for like almost $6 and I can't remember the price. But I was like, it seems like it's more in the can. So let me just try the can first and see how it is. Then I'll try a jar another time. I have had artichoke hearts before I've actually had artichoke hearts in a salad, and it was pretty good. So this will help me to get fiber in. If you have 1/2 cup of this, that would give you 2 dietary fiber, which is not bad because it'll add a little extra fiber, to your salad. So I'm going to definitely try that. And then I'm going to try to eat it with some eggs in the morning. And we'll see how that goes as well. And then even if I make a sandwich or something in the morning, I can always throw some artichoke hearts on top and try it. So I'm going to try new things. And that's one of the things I want to share with you. Let's try new things. Let's try to add something new to our meals. Something, just do something different that you haven't done before. If you're not used to adding vegetables to your breakfast, like I am not used to that, let's try it. I have eaten broccoli and spinach and tomatoes, with onions and bell peppers in my omelets, but I have never tried it with artichoke hearts or sauerkraut. Well, I am going to try something new this week, and I will let you guys know in my upcoming video how it turned out. So tune in for that. Okay, trying something new. Another thing I want to throw out to you guys is that, I pre-planned. First step was to pre-plan everything by Friday morning because I want to make sure when I got off work Friday, I could just go to the store and pick up everything I need Friday and Saturday because those are the days I like to go to the stores. Okay, my second thing was to write out the grocery list and to try new fruits and vegetables. So we just talked about that, trying something new. The third thing is you want to make sure that when you get home, go ahead, wash your vegetables and your fruit right then and cut them up. Make sure you have proper storage containers, Ziploc bags, whatever you need to put your things in. Because I find that, again, when you just put things in the refrigerator whole, sometimes you forget it is in there or you don't get to it. And it's like out of sight, out of mind, so to speak. And then next thing you know, you're throwing it out. Well, it happens with me all the time. I can't tell you how many times I throw away cucumbers and tomatoes and things. Yeah, I have thrown away so much, you guys. Because, again, my mind was all over the place. I wasn't pre-planning, pre-tracking, pre-thinking, just going to the store, just grabbing a whole bunch of stuff just because, it sounds good, Yeah, it sounds good. Yeah, grab this. You can eat on this. But then you put it in the refrigerator and it's like out of sight, out of mind. Have that ever happened to you before? Comment down below and let me know. I know I'm not the only one that have thrown away fruits and vegetables. So what I did when I got home, you guys, I took all of my raspberries and blueberries and I rinsed them off really well. And I put a 1/2 cup of raspberries, a 1/2 cup of blackberries. Did I say blueberries? I meant blackberries. I took all of my raspberries and blackberries and I put them in these little storage containers. And I have 4 of them. One, two, three, 4. So this will be for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. This is what I plan to have. Okay. And then, you guys, they had these dragon fruits. Buy one, get one free. I couldn't believe it. I was like, yes. So I grabbed 4 of them. So I will be eating one today, one tomorrow, and then I'll have one Friday. Now, if I decide that I'm not going to eat one of these, like on a Tuesday or Wednesday, and eat a dragon fruit, then I have one of these on a Friday. So I make sure I have enough fruit for, my 5 days, because I'm going to start tracking 5 days, you guys. In the beginning of my journey, I didn't do it at all. Then when I did try to do it, I was like, okay, I'm going to start trying to do at least 4 days a week. Yeah, that didn't last at all. But this time, I am going to really fight hard to track 5 days. So I'm already ready. So you know you need to have 2 to 3 servings of fruits a day and 2 to 3 servings of vegetables per day. So what I decided to also do, you guys, to make sure I'm getting all that in, I brought some cucumber and apples. I got a bag of apples and I got 2 cucumbers. I actually diced up 1 cucumber and 5 small green apples. So I have 4 containers because I want to do this 4 days, at least 4 days of the week. And these cute little containers, you guys, I got these from the Dollar Tree. 4 in a pack for $1.25. I think I'm going to go back and get some more because I like them because they're not real wide. I have some other ones that's small, but they're real wide, but I like the shape of these. So yeah, and they don't take up much room in your refrigerator. I think I'm going to go back to the store and grab a few more of these. I actually like these. What I like about them, they have the little measuring things on the side that tells you half a cup and all that. So yeah, I like that. So what I did, I diced up my green apple and cucumber. I added some vinegar and then I added some of that Salad Supreme seasoning. And they're just going to soak over the weekend and I'll start eating on those next week. So Monday through Friday, I'll have one of those bowls. One day I won't have it because I only made 4. Again, I'm not trying to over-track. I'm trying to just, pretty much do enough to where I have enough and I'm not overdoing it so I won't be throwing things away. So, yeah. And besides, the vinegar will help these to kind of last a little bit. So yeah, I will be eating on this Monday through Thursday probably. And then Friday I'll throw in something else. But again, my mind is already ready that I can go ahead and pre-track all of these items today. They already washed. They already cut. This saved me time. So while I'm working, I don't have to be wasting my break time to go in there to cut things up and make things. I can make sure that I'm utilizing my 2 15-minute breaks to go outside and walk to get in my steps. So that is another reason, you guys, why I'm happy about pre-tracking, pre-planning, and preparing prior to the actual week. Okay, let's see. So the next thing that I want to do, which is my 4th key point that I want to mention, I want to start making sure I pre-track for Monday through Friday my breakfast and my lunch and snacks. That's it. Breakfast, lunch, and 1 snack. I'm going to pre-track 3 things 5 days a week. Breakfast, lunch, and a snack. Those are 3 things that I want to track first. I don't know about you guys, but every single day around 2:30 to 3:30, I get a craving for something sweet. Always, always. So I want to make sure that, excuse me, I always have something kind of on the sweet side or can satisfy that sweet craving for that 2:30 to 3:30 break time. So I want to make sure that I'm not overindulging. So I always try to make sure I have something, here to eat on, like my brownies that I've been sharing with you guys, my protein brownies from Prime Bites, Reese Cups from Quest. I love those. Those have been my 2 go-tos lately. Or either my Clio Greek yogurt bites. They're so good. They look like miniature candy bars. They have the minis and then they have the larger ones. So I've been buying the larger ones lately because I haven't been really seeing the mini ones in Sam's Club. But yeah, I just want to share that with you guys. Those things are very important to me to make sure I have my breakfast, my lunch, and my 2:30, 3:30 snack tracked. Because I have found on this journey, a lot of times when I eat a really good breakfast, a nice little size lunch, and have a snack, I'm not hungry in the evening. I could just grab something light, you know. Like last night, you guys, I ate a brownie for dinner, a protein brownie, because I wasn't hungry. I told my husband I'm not hungry. I grabbed what I ate was this. I had raspberry, blackberries, and a brownie. Now I try not to eat fruit. You know, my stomach growling. Now I try not to eat fruit. Past 3 o'clock in a day. But I had ran out. Didn't prepare. Didn't plan. I had ran out. I didn't have any, and I didn't have enough fiber in my body. And I was like, I'm not going to keep drinking this Benefiber stuff. I need to be putting fiber in my body. So I went to the grocery store, made sure I got all my things that I needed for next week. And I just went ahead and ate some raspberries, blackberries. I had a half a cup of each, and I had a brownie. And that was my dinner. Yeah, the brownie has 19 grams of protein. So I got enough protein in my body with fiber to help me meet my fiber goal. So while I'm mentioning that, I want to make sure that I'm trying to meet my fiber goal without having to drink Benefiber, and Metamucil and all that kind of stuff. Because number one, it'll help me to save money. I got to be buying all that kind of stuff, Just eat the fruit and stuff and you don't have to worry about the Benefiber and all that, right? Okay, but with that being said, you guys, for right now, your girl got to do what she got to do. And if I have to drink the Benefiber, I will. But other than that, I'd rather just eat the whole fruit, okay? And also, while we're talking about portioning out our vegetables and fruits and things, make sure you start portioning out your drinks. I've shared these with you guys so many times before, and I'm going to share it again. I ordered these from Sam's Club. I like to order them by the case. Sometimes they don't always have them in the store, so you can order them online. They're Vita Coco coconut water. I love, love, love this coconut water. Now, this is something that me and my nutritionist, let me take it back. She's not a nutritionist. She's a dietitian. Now, this is something that me and my dietitian went round and round about, and I'm just not giving up. She told me I need to, cut back on the coconut water, or she basically told me, stop drinking the coconut water. I'm never going to do that. I'm just never going to stop drinking the coconut water. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. And that's why I call this a journey. It's a lifestyle change for me. I'm doing what I can do to make sure I still incorporate things that I love, And coconut water is really good for you. This is a good electrolyte. If you ask me, it helps you to stay hydrated, I oftentimes tell stories in my videos. My father was a professional bodybuilder, you guys. And he always ate very healthy. Always, And this was something that I get from my father because we had coconut trees in our yard. I remember the day my dad came home with the coconut tree and planted it, We had several coconut trees. We had more than one. My dad would take the coconuts off the tree, and when he would take them off the tree, he would, cut them, peel them back, do all the stuff that you do with it, and we would drink the water out of them first, me, my sister, my brother, and then he would cut them and, peel back the hairs off it and all that good stuff, and we would eat the coconut. So I love coconut. I love coconut. And it's just something that I just don't think I'm going to ever be able to take out of my lifestyle. I don't want to take it out. So what I have found to do is portion what I'm drinking. So that's the reason why I would rather buy these in a case, because these are only 11.1 ounces. So instead of me drinking maybe a large 20-ounce cup every day or every other day or whenever I drink it, I'm only just going to drink 11 ounces. And this is only 60 calories, zero fat, zero protein, zero fiber, but it's 15 carbs. Now, I have found other brands that have more carbs than this, but this is the one that I like. I like this one. I love the taste of this one. Yeah. So you can always check these out as well. They're at Sam's Club. You get them by the case. Again, we're talking about making sure we meet our nutrients, our nutritional goals, our nutritional needs. I'm going to start calling it that instead of goals. They're needs and not goals. These are things we need to have. Okay. All right. So one other point I want to bring up, and this will be my key point number 5 for me. I was talking to my nephew, and he's into fitness and stuff like that. He has a degree in sports medicine, and he trains and all that good stuff. He was telling me that if I eat fish 3 days a week, I won't need to take fish oil. And I was like, oh, okay. So guess what? I have a bottle of fish oil in there that me and my husband take every day. That's going to be my last bottle because I am going to start making sure that I am eating fish 3 days. And I did show you guys in my videos last week, I did a video for my first 7 days of being on Zepbound. You saw me having fish for dinner one night, and you saw me having fish for breakfast. So I already started. I did 2 days this week, which was good. So, well, I'm going to say last week because my week actually starts over on Thursday with this new Zepbound journey. Thursday is the first day of the week for me. So, you will start seeing me have fish 3 days a week because I will be doing more videos sharing with you guys what I eat in a day. So with that being said, I make sure that I have enough salmon for the week, which I do. I have some sway and I have some cod. So I have 3 different types of fish in my freezer, and you will see me eating those things. I will be having all of those different types of fish every week. Those are 3 types of fish that I like. I used to eat tilapia, but I kind of got away from that because they say tilapia don't really have any nutritional value in it. So I kind of stay away from tilapia. My husband likes catfish. I, on the other hand, don't like catfish. So I may just like one day or something if, you know, if I'm eating something different, I may just go ahead and give him the catfish because he loves catfish. So with that being said, you guys, those are my 5 key points, key tips, or whatever that I wanted to suggest for you as well, because those are 5 things that I thought about. And I am so glad, you guys, that I wrote down my list that I thought about. I went to the grocery store. I purchased those things. I came home. I washed off and pre-cut my vegetables and fruit, and I put them in the storage containers. So I have, again, you know, I have 4 containers of the apples with the cucumber with my vinegar and my salad supreme seasoning. I have 4 bowls of those. I have my 4 bowls of my blackberry and raspberries. And this is considered 2 servings of fruit. A half a cup of fruit is considered a serving. So I have here 2 servings. If I eat this, then that's really all the fruit that I need for the day, because that's 2 servings. And then if I eat one of these the same day, that'll give me 3 servings because I have a serving of apple in there, which is a half a cup. No, I take it back. It's 3/4 cups, so it's going to give me a little bit more. I got a half a cup of cucumber and 3/4 cups of apple in these bowls. So with that being said, you guys, I just want to make sure that you're on the same page as me. Make sure you're thinking about what do you want to eat. Write it down. When you go to the store, buy just enough. Buy just enough. Don't overdo it because you don't want to be wasting your dollars. Buy just enough. Bring it home, clean it, wash it, cut it, dice it, chop it, whatever you need to do. Store it, wrap then. Don't put it away. Store everything, then put it away. You want to go ahead and prep it, get it together so you can just grab and go. Make your life so much easier. Listen to me talking. But this is what I've been thinking about. So when I did these things earlier in my journey, it worked. I just didn't stay consistent and keep it up. That was my problem. So I'm working on that. And then I'm going to pre-track my breakfast, my lunch, and my snack. Breakfast, lunch, and snack, Monday through Friday. Those are the things I am going to do to make sure that I don't go off the charts. And be like, whoops, I ate 1,600 calories today. Whoops, I ate 1,800 calories. And then this helps me because if I have everything already pre-tracked, then that prevents me from calling Uber Eats to deliver something to me or my husband, It prevents me from jumping in my car and running up the road to Zaxby's or somewhere grabbing something on my lunch. Because I already have it already together, pre-washed, pre-tracked, pre-whatever, already together, already in the house. So those are the things that I am going to be working on. And then again, like I said, I am going to make sure that we are eating fish 3 days a week. That way I don't have to spend money on buying fish oil. That type of thing. And we have to think about it, you guys. These supplements are things that help supplement our nutrition goals, our nutrition needs, add value to our nutrition. But if we're already eating these things, then we don't need a supplement. So that is what I am going to be working on. And I need your help to help me as well. To make sure I'm on track. Make sure I stay on this track and don't derail, okay? So if you have any suggestion to give me on something that you see when I do my videos of what I eat in a day that you're doing different from me, please, please, please comment and let me know. I know some people don't like to comment. They like to stay behind the scene. If you are that person, that's perfectly fine. Just email me. Send me an email. twanslifetv@gmail.com or send me a message on Facebook or Instagram, and let me know. That way we can just converse back and forth between one another, and you don't have to worry about being out and open in the comments on YouTube. I love, and I take suggestions. As you can see, I've taken Jennifer's suggestions, and I appreciate Jennifer so very much because she helped me to meet my goals with fiber. And I didn't have to take Benefiber a couple of days because she was like, I add broccoli, I add carrots. This is what she told me in the comments. And I was like, well, I don't have any fresh broccoli or fresh carrots, but I do have some frozen spinach. Let me saute some spinach and add this spinach to my eggs. And then another day I took a whole cup of spinach, sauteed it, and I had it with salmon and grits for breakfast. That was the first time I have ever done that. So I thank you, Jennifer. I love you, girl, for that. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. With that being said, you guys, I hope that these 5 tips, 5 suggestions, 5 key points that I have for me and shared it with you, I hope that you can grab a hold to that as well. that can help you. I'm going to run it down one more time for you. Number one, you want to pre-plan your meals for the upcoming week. And then you want to write down all the items you need is the second point. Then you want to, when you go to the store and you buy those things, you want to come back home. You want to pre-wash them and cut them up and put them in their storage containers right away. Then add them to the refrigerator. The fourth thing you want to do is you want to go ahead and pre-track the meals that you had already written down in your notes what you want to have for the week. And then number 5, make sure you incorporate your fish. So that way you're getting in that oils, the fish oils that we actually need in our body. Let's try that. And let's just say you're someone who has a different health issue and there's other things that you may need for your health. Instead of doing the 3 fish, maybe you're anemic or something and you need, more iron. So you need like more red meat in your diet. Then incorporate red meat 3 days a week, versus the fish. So whatever it is, think about your needs, your dietary needs or your nutritional needs. Whatever it is that you need, swap it out for that fish, or keep the fish and add something else to it. That's all I have for right now. Thank you guys so very much for joining Trace of Twan's life. I hope that I was able to help you in some type of way. And don't be a stranger in those comments. Like, comment, subscribe, and share out this video. Thank you so much. God bless.